Hello, nerds, and welcome to another episode of me watching my DVDs.
And me.
My surprise special guest, as you might have guessed, is Hannah for the second time.
Hello.
Welcome back to the show, Hannah.
It's a pleasure to be here, Tommy. Thanks again for inviting me back.
Yeah, it's such a pleasure to have you here in your sitting room.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Pleasure's all mine.
But, anyway, I didn't have the jingle for this one because I haven't made a jingle.
Sorry, I'll get it. My producers just want another
You made a jingle for
bit edited. Yeah, exactly.
What producers?
Kirk Farthingwood and Ralph Tatum.
Ralph Tatum is damn good at his job, but he's a stickler. Rick Farthingwood, was it? Rip Farthingwood? That guy's a dickhead. See, I've even forgotten his...
But he gets the job done, Tommy.
He doesn't, though. It's all fucking...
He does. I know it seems smoke and mirrors, but he's the one that works well under pressure.
He's the middleman. He's the bureaucrat is what he is.
I've already told him to run for office next year.
Well, he should, because he's terrible at all of his jobs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes a good, senator.
A good hobo.
For senator.
As you might have been able to tell, we have been doing a little drinking again and eating sandwiches. But, no, we were hanging out. We decided that it seemed like a good idea to do another podcast. So that's what we're doing. And we wanted it. We did have a hard time picking the film. Sorry, my
really did.
My wallet.
What the hell are you doing?
It's digging into my butt.
Looks like you're picking your ass.
Because I'm getting a wallet out of it. There we are.
I mean, I know it's a safe place to keep your money, but really, Tommy, you're in a safe place here.
It's like, have you ever seen Orange is the New Black?
I have.
Yeah,
but who are you?
They never do anything like that in it. But in other movies and TV shows like Oz, people are putting things inside themselves all the time. Pulp Fiction, Christopher Walken kept that watch in his ass for years.
That's what she said.
Exactly. But no, we did have a dilly of a pickle picking the film. Because we were kind of thinking a body swap film would be cool, but we wanted to watch a body swap film that we hadn't watched. Because I
also wanted a really badly made-for-TV tween drama by Disney, but we couldn't find one in time, really.
We kind of left it a bit late picking it, so we didn't want to spend the whole night deciding what film to watch. And so we kind of made a compromise. We did look at Pants on Fire, which I'm sure...
That sounded good.
It does, and I really think that we should watch that.
But you know what I'd be more interested to watch?
What's that?
Pants on Fire 2.
Yeah.
Which doesn't exist, but imagine the japery of the second one.
The sequel, because sequels...
He learned his lesson the first time, but what made him start lying again? And why?
What if it's his little brother? But no, his younger cousin, because he makes a cameo.
I still think that would be him lying.
It'd probably just be a spin-off, though. It would be like a
Maybe it's him
kid.
trying to get into college, and he starts lying on his transcripts.
And then his pants actually catch fire.
Yes.
And then it becomes a hospital
because
drama.
His major is going to be science and chemistry.
Major science.
So, his pants catch on fire with all those chemicals and shit.
And lies. His lies were really what the problem was all from the start. I actually kind of wanted to rewatch. I didn't say it, but we did pass Zapped again, starring Zendaya, which was...
Tommy, I really don't think I could watch that again.
Yeah, but it's terrific. But Pants on Fire seemed like it could be of the same caliber of shit. And, we've seen the Bratz movie before, and we did... Well, there was Good Burger.
I think we watched all the good ones already.
Well, there's still more for us to watch. There'll always be movies. But we would definitely... I was definitely considering Good Burger, because I've actually only seen, half of it, and that was on television.
I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, I'm talking, 18 years ago was, the last time I saw that.
Really?
Yeah, because, I used to love Kenan and Kel back in the day, but for some reason, I was more into the show, and I
didn't have the luxury of cable, so I never saw the show.
Oh, it was awesome. On Nick.
Unless I was at my friend Vanessa's house or Kelly's house.
Kel has 4 kids and is living in a caravan somewhere.
But is he the one on SNL or is it the other one?
That's Kenan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kenan's the man. And but so then the film basically we decided to kind of look back at what we did last time which was the fucking Lizzie McGuire movie, and we decided to kind of keep it as similar as possible.
Yeah, we said what film we're watching it.
What?
The film we're watching.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh, you're getting to that.
Yeah, so we decided that we'd use that as our template. Rather than look around for a body swap or whatever, we'd stick with the whole pop sensation kind of tween movie. And so we went with the Hannah Montana movie.
I was plagued with that nickname for a good 5 years.
You still are.
No, I'm not. No one calls me Hannah Montana anymore.
I do, but probably mostly behind your back.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I know I refer to you as Hannah Montana.
Lies. No, I don't think so.
I've totally called you Hannah Montana before.
But this podcast is going to be a poll and be like, have you heard Tommy refer to Hannah as Hannah Montana?
So all our listeners, a.k.a. Megan, Ben...
And she will click no,
Liam.
because you don't call me that.
What about Ben and Liam? And Giles? On you, Giles.
Giles, we don't talk anymore because we have that illegitimate child.
No, you haven't met... I actually know a person named Giles.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
I do. He's a really good guy.
We met in France. You met him briefly at the airport.
I went to high school with him.
No.
He was a mate of mine.
That's a different Giles.
We hung out and played poker together. He's a good dude. He lives in, Melbourne now or something.
Well, maybe you could visit his kid once in a while.
What kid? Giles?
My child.
You've never been to Australia.
Exactly. We met in France, as I said.
Have you actually been to France?
That's not your information.
You know who?
That you need to know.
Who definitely hasn't been to France is fucking Giles. So leave Giles out of this. Wait, why are we talking about Giles?
Well, you brought his name up, and I thought it was just a random name, so I started making a fake backstory.
I'm sorry,
Then
Giles.
you added a real backstory, and then I lost my footing, and I'm really sorry.
We're too far down the rabbit hole now. So, I can't even remember what I was talking about or what movie we were watching because I've just got Giles fucking Williams
Hannah Montana.
in my head. Yeah, alright.
What?
Cool.
Someone say something?
Hannah
Sorry.
Montana. Oh, yeah. And Giles, I do fucking call her Hannah Montana.
You don't!
Behind her back.
I'm echoing off these walls like nobody's business, and I
You're
don't
just
like
really
it.
loud. But,
I'm not that...
So, the Hannah Montana movie, to try and fucking have a little more structure to this than last time, which 7 minutes in we've already completely fucking failed at.
We're 7?
We're nearly 7 minutes and 50 seconds now. And
51, 52.
yeah, they don't need a running fucking
God, I
clock.
love counting, Tom.
What? She can't stop. Somebody help. Oh,
11,
God.
12.
So the Hannah Montana
Counting in my
movie,
head, and I kept quiet.
basically,
counting out.
I was kind of iffy with it, and then Han said, "Oh, the Hannah Montana movie. It's so in the spirit of what we do."
I didn't say that at all.
I'm fucking paraphrasing. Anyway, I was weird with it, but I was okay to watch it. And then I checked it on IMDb, which was what sealed the deal. Now, you were out of the room when I read this, so I'm just going to go to IMDb now. And here it is. As Hannah Montana's popularity begins to take over her life, Miley Stewart, clever renaming there, on the urging from her father, takes a trip to her hometown of Crowley Corners, Tennessee, to get some perspective on what matters in life the most. Oh my God! It's like, I read that, I was like, yes. 4.1 on IMDb. Yes.
You want a solid under 5 for any of these podcasts.
100%. See, that's the thing. I've been struggling with my last one because it's a movie that I love.
Imagine going out and being like, yeah, I want her. She's a solid under 5.
Solid. Well, yeah, because you got higher chances then. Unless, no, yeah, you're pretty much in the clear then. So the Hannah Montana movie is directed by Peter Chesham, who you might know.
Oh, he looks very serious in his photo.
Very.
He directed Serendipity?
Well, he was connected to it somehow.
Shall we dance?
He directed Hector and the Search for Happiness, which is that awful-looking Simon Pegg one.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
Serendipity.
Shall we dance?
I love the fact that he has a dance movie under his belt.
It's Richard Gere and Sandra Bullock.
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon.
And Jennifer Lopez.
And
Jennifer Lopez? I haven't seen that. But it's too good. It's a 6.1. So, you know.
Too good for us.
You do want a solid under 5. This looks like a
Have
two-head...
a good time, call solid under 5.
She looks like a 2-head 1 person.
Shut up. That's what they look like.
Alright, so that's just afraid. We were watching, was it From Here to the Moon? That fucking Méliès movie. And, there was 2 girls standing next to each other, and that was a sentence that Hannah had. She looks like a 2-headed 1 person, which I just thought was a terrific use of language and worthy of noting. So, have you ever seen the Hannah Montana show?
Oh, I bought my cardigan wrong.
Right. And, I have only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of...
Oh, I've seen a couple episodes like on television. It's awful.
I didn't follow it, but yeah, they were all...
Her brother is the worst.
The worst!
Well, you know that like these days on like the Disney Channel and stuff, it's now the norm to overact.
Oh, yeah.
And be random, as you will.
He was the first.
And, my God.
Well, no, because...
With this weird, over-the-top southern accent as well.
Well, yeah, because
he's
got to fit in with Billy Ray and Miley. And, you know, the one thing I always fucking hated in it was her quirky friend. Because
she's Haley Joel Osment's sister.
I know, but how shit is she at being quirky?
Really bad.
She's the worst. And just having an overly quirky friend in any of these Disney shows...
They should have just got Zooey Deschanel on her knees with... like, you know, shoes on
No one should ever hire Zooey Deschanel. She's done all she needs to do. I liked her when she was in Elf, and I liked her when she did something else, but then she just flooded the market with, you know, her whole thing. And I've had enough of it. You know, I got sick of her in what is it? New Girl.
I like New Girl.
I was so sick of her.
Winston is a champion.
Like 3 episodes. Yeah, Nick, Schmitty, Winston, all awesome.
Schmitty's also great.
Yeah, and so is Nick. And
nah,
Winston.
Nick's annoying.
Nick is class, but like I think I'm all about that Schmidt.
All about that Schmidt.
Yeah, because he's a legend. But unfortunately, 70% of that show is made up of Zooey Deschanel, and she's the worst.
I can smell the oven. I'm going to put pizza in.
Alright, I should probably pause this then. And then get back to talking about Martha Stewart. Okay, so we're just going to power on ahead and kind of get to the watching part, because we do have some oven pizza coming our ways.
2 oven pizzas.
2 oven pizzas. 1 work oven pizza and 1 boxed oven pizza. Straight from frozen. Then we just got ourselves some frozen cheese on with a bit of ham.
Not frozen.
Sorry,
Fridge.
Frozen. Melted cheese, I meant to say. With a bit of ham. Frozen cheese. Frozen cheese. Let it go. Let it... Yeah, see?
Beautiful.
I'm clever. But, so my whole experience with Hannah Montana as a kid was I always thought it would be completely shit. And every time I watched it, I kind of enjoyed it because it was completely shit. But, I mean, I don't know it half as well as I knew.
It's so over the top, the TV show.
Yeah, because they get into fucking japes. And the whole idea of it is such a terrible idea. You know, a girl who lives a double life of being a pop sensation and a regular girl, she has the best of both worlds. Well, I think that's the dream that we all wish we could live, is the best of both worlds. So
Even then, like, you know, like Superman with Clark Kent and Superman.
Yeah, but
even then, it was unbelievable how people didn't fucking know that with a pair of glasses they were different. And then this is just a different color hair.
Wait. Clark Kent Superman?
Oh, stop. Oh, no. Nope.
Shut the front door.
It's shut and locked. This is after midnight.
Get out of town. It is well after midnight by like 64 minutes. But, so yeah, I've never seen this movie before.
I've never.
This is good. So again, because neither of us have seen Lizzie McGuire, so again, this is a first for us. And we're sticking with the tween pop sensation storyline.
Always.
Except this is the kind of the reverse, because she's already the pop sensation and she goes back to her roots.
Is this what happens?
Yeah. We read it out loud.
I wasn't really paying attention.
Alright. Well, we're about to pay some serious attention to the movie. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before the handsies?
No.
No, okay, let's go, Beans. Right, so basically we're going to disappear from you now, and we're going to go and enjoy ourselves the wonderful acting and singing
of Miley Cyrus.
And her dad, Billy Ray.
She just presented the VMAs.
She did, and Nicki Minaj called her a bitch, because Nicki Minaj is a bitch.
And then Kim Kardashian wore a potato sack, and Kanye West is going to be president.
I really hope that happens.
You shut the fuck up.
That would be amazing. President Kanye in the Black House. What? Okay, they should totally do that. He should totally win, and then they should restart or do another season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. White House edition.
First of all, that wouldn't happen because of security, and second of all, what points from Kanye would make the country better?
I don't know. I just trust him to be himself.
That's not the point.
Yeah, but it's just the perfect comedy. It's just the funniest thing.
For comedy's sake, yeah, it would be amazing. It's like Trump this...
It's like a living satire. You know, it's a perfect example of how ridiculous the world we live in is.
But this is the point. Like, this is the way television movie is going. Just to even let this be an option to people.
Kanye West has just as much right to run for president as anyone else who was born in America.
Really?
Yeah.
He mistook a water bottle next to a plane as a person.
Well, I don't know about that. I didn't see it. I wasn't there. And it might have been a really rude water bottle.
But you weren't even...
President Kanye. Tell him what I want, blood. You tell him, Kanye. Alright, so I think that now that we've covered that we both agree that Kanye West would be an amazing president.
You're not getting any pizza now. And I have 3 pizzas in.
Well, fuck.
I will eat them all.
You can try. Do a pizza.
So which would you rather? Kanye West as president or pizza?
President Kanye.
Tell me.
President Kanye would make sure that I got pizza.
Nah. He doesn't even know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, but he would, because, he's the president. He's all-knowing.
And he wouldn't look at you twice with your pedo tash.
He's like Santa Claus. Kanye knows if you've been bad or good. So that's why I'm on Team Kanye, because I don't want him stealing awards from me, and I don't want him going on television after a world disaster, or a big disaster where there's, people needing houses rebuilding, and saying that I don't care about black people. Have you not seen that clip? It's like George Bush does not care about black people. He's next to Austin Powers. But he's not dressed up as Austin Powers. No. He's dressed up as Shrek. So, we're going to disappear and get some love for Miley Stewart.
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Stewart is what she's called in this. So, yeah, we're going to go and enjoy the wonders that is the Hannah Montana movie. I really expect to love it. I really do. I reckon it just... The whole plot is amazing. So, it sounds amazing, so I don't see where it can go wrong. So, we'll be back to you for what will be like a second, and which I don't have a jingle for.
And about 3 pizzas later for us. 3
pizzas and 95 minutes of... Tween wonderment.
Well, we're not counting the points of the film where they eat pizza themselves, because it might go on a bit longer.
Yeah, but that'd be even more amazing. I hope they eat pizza now.
If they eat pizza now, it'll be... Oh. I can't handle it.
Give me pizza.
P-I-Z-Z-A.
Right, so...
I want pizza. Actually, better check that soon.
Yeah, so at this 19-minute point of the show...
19 minutes?
We'll pause. So
my lucky number. So
we can get some pizza happening and enjoy some Hannah Montana. So we'll be back to you shortly.
Because you know you got blah, blah. Sorry.
And now we have to edit this so we don't get sued by Taylor Swift for copyright infringement. No, I doubt it, because she's a sweetheart. But, yeah, so we'll be back to you in a moment. Okay, well, we're back, and that was a fucking train wreck, considering we finished recording.
Tell them what happened, Tommy.
I'm in the process of that, because we might sound a bit more sober now, because we did not make it to the end of the film.
Nope.
And we don't have the time to rewatch the film now.
I ain't watching it.
Yeah, well, we will, but we...
Will we?
Of course we will. We can't leave the Hannah Montana movie unfinished. Basically, we put it on, watched about 15 minutes of it, and Hannah fell asleep.
No,
and
you fell asleep.
You know,
and I felt awkward, so I went to bed.
That might have been what happened. But, yeah, so we really didn't get a whole lot of Hannah Montana movie to talk about. Did you stay up longer to...
I finished my wine anyway, and then I left. You know, I'm going to leave a glass of wine behind.
Were you still talking to me the whole time?
No, I realized at one point there was a bit that you would have laughed at or said something about, and you didn't, and I was like, okay, he's asleep.
Right, because I made a couple of notes about it from the start. Because I didn't see much of it. But the first thing I noticed is that Billy Ray, her dad, he's got Buzz Lightyear's head, just with a really shit haircut and a soul patch. He looks like Buzz Lightyear. He's got, like, the cartoon character.
I guess he does have a bit of a square head.
Yeah, that's it. Like, he's got this misshapen
But I wouldn't
head.
go as far as to say he looks like Buzz Lightyear.
But that's the head that it looks. It looks like he has Buzz Lightyear's head. Not in a good way. Not in a complimentary. Like, he looks kind of stupid.
Not in a complimentary way?
Yeah, because if someone said to me, like, dude, you look like Buzz Lightyear, I'd be like, awesome. I look like a fucking alien fighting spaceman. But he looks like he's...
Well,
like,
Buzz Lightyear isn't an alien.
An alien fighting spaceman. So,
sorry.
but he looks like he's, like, plastic and has no thoughts, you know? Looks like he was made in China. And he's sitting there, the first time you see him, sitting in a little room by himself, staring at mannequin heads with wigs on them.
Oh, yeah.
Because Miley hasn't arrived yet.
No, she hasn't.
She's in the crowd trying to get into her own concert.
And they don't believe that she's Hannah Montana.
Oh, God.
Fair enough, because she has brown hair and Hannah Montana has blonde hair, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's like Clark Kent glasses all over again. And, that movie was looking to be a fun-filled romp, you know? I was enjoying it, and then she goes out and plays her gig, and then you've got... We're probably going to have to...
Haley Joel Osment's sister?
Yeah, but you know, when they go into... She goes in and does her gig, and then she finishes up, and she goes back to her dressing room with her manager lady, and she's all like, oh, you know, that was a great gig that you did, but, you know, you get to host the VMAs. And then some guy is in her dressing room, you know, and he's all like, oh, don't worry about it. He's like, don't worry. A complete stranger, like in shorts, this fat guy in shorts with a camera.
Yeah, the Englishman.
Yeah, and It turns out that he's paparazzi, but she doesn't know that at first.
How did she not know that?
But she just accepts, like, a strange man.
A middle-aged strange man in a teenager's dressing room, teenage pop star's dressing room.
I really thought it was going to take a really dark turn there.
Yeah, I mean, the film could have gone anywhere from there.
Yeah, but it could have become like a really, a cautionary tale for kids. Disney Channel's, look at examination of predators. Chris Hansen presents the Hannah Montana movie.
And then it goes on to, it's her best friend's birthday.
Her best friend is so rich.
Her sweet 16.
We've been planning this for ages. Why are you going to be late? She's like, I'm sorry, I'm hurrying. She's rented out like a fucking pier and has her own amusement park.
It's ridiculous.
And you think, like, this is my party that I've always wanted. And she gets all pissy because she rocks up in character as Hannah Montana because she doesn't get a chance to change.
And then she gets then Hannah Montana gets all the attention away from her best friend. I don't know. What was her name in the film?
Dickface.
Dickface.
I don't know. I hated her because the thing is, it's like, first of all, loads of kids would love it if a fucking pop sensation rocked up to their super rich person's party.
Yeah, and they'd think she was the coolest.
It's not like it was a humble family gathering where it's like, if it was like a family barbecue at the park and then everyone was like, oh my God, Hannah Montana, that'd be one thing. But it's like this extraordinary huge event when no one gives a fuck about her anyway because everyone else is there getting fucking hot dogs and riding the fucking roller coasters and shit. And then, like, she rocks in. Everyone's like, oh, my God, this is the best party ever because pop sensation Hannah Montana's here. And she fucking stops her. I will never, ever, ever forgive you. That's what she says to her. Or no, is it? You can never, ever, ever make this up to me.
Yeah.
That's like, well, fuck you. I'm your super rich best friend who's a pop sensation. You can literally travel around the world at zero cost because of me. You get to do makeup even though you're a 16-year-old girl. There are professionals out there who I could hire. But no, I go out looking like a fucking 16-year-old tramp.
We never find out how she makes it up to her.
Because we didn't finish the film.
We can make it up. What do you think she did?
I don't think she did. I think that she took it so badly that she became Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
So it is a Disney
kept the wigs.
Yeah.
And became her own best friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Hannah Montana's best friend is Miley Stewart all along. No, the best thing about it is like she gets asked to host the VMAs. Now we knew that she went back to her roots because from reading the plot.
No, she does, but I can't remember why they go back to Tennessee.
No, because here's the thing: her dad.
Oh, they get on the plane.
Her dad. She tells her she misses her brother going off to college. She screws up her best friend's party, and then she's like, "Dad, this is important to me. Hannah Montana's important to me. I want to go and host the VMAs." And then her dad's like, "Okay, you can do that." They get in a private jet, and he's fucking tricked her.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a trick to get her back out to the country.
To the shit.
Oh, man. She's got her horse, and then she meets Travis Brody.
Oh, yeah.
Within 5 minutes of being there, her horse, she goes to... She doesn't recognize her horse, which eats her hair. And she's like, "Who's this stupid horse?" Remember, she's sitting by a fence.
She recognizes her own horse.
Not immediately, because he goes, "What, you don't recognize your own horse?" And she's like, "Really? This is my horse?" And then Travis Brody rocks it. He's like, "Yeah, you got to look out for that horse. It's buck wild." And she's like, "I would know. It's my horse." Barely.
And then her horse fucks off. And then he gives her a ride with all of her pink suitcases on another horse, which probably broke that horse's back.
They put them onto her horse, and she rides on the back of his because she's forgotten how to ride a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Now, you're going to have to fill me in with what happened after that.
Brooke Shields is Miley Cyrus's mom.
I was awake for that. I was awake for Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have a quick look here. Best friend horse. Yeah, so she's going to make friends with her horse.
So she gets in the door, and her family's having this huge reunion, and they're all singing and playing the banjo.
The folksy sing-along. Yeah. That was the worst.
Sing, Miley, sing. She's like, "No, I don't want to.
We're folksy Southerners. We got charm.
We're family." And then the grandmother's, upset about her not participating in the family.
Yeah. We don't do things in a conventional way because we're from the South, but by golly, we got us some folksy charm. That's the whole vibe when they go in.
And the dad's singing, and then she goes up to her bedroom, and then the grandmother walks in. She's like, "Your mama chose out this wallpaper when she was your age. I really like it." And then she goes to bed, and... she's mucking around the farm, and then Travis Brody shows up again, the blonde boy in the cowboy hat, wearing 40-year-old gear. Remember I kept covering the faces, and I was like, they look like 40-year-olds on a farm.
They do.
She's probably just gotten divorced, and her kid and herself has moved back to the family farm, and there's the local, stable guy that looks after the horses while she's fucked off on the farm. And they fall madly in love. They start building a chicken coop because the grandmother wanted it fixed, and basically... he's doing it for free.
Did they sing while doing it?
But, no. He's doing it for free because he gets to keep the eggs. So, I don't really understand.
What's the point of having a chicken coop? He gets all the eggs. For how long?
I know, exactly. But basically, so he goes into the stable, and she's plucking away on her guitar, making up a new song, and he's like, "Oh, that's crap. You're not singing from your heart. Life's a climb." What? Hint to the single that from this film...
And The Best of Both Worlds.
No, that's the theme song of the TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I know.
Yeah. So then she ends up going out to, a barn bar or something with her dad. And there's a karaoke thing.
What a bad dad to bring his daughter to a bar.
I don't know. I think it might have been a dry bar.
That's even worse.
And so she starts singing that line dancing song that was from the film. Shuffle, diagonal, pop it, lock it, polka dot it. Thing.
I missed all of that.
Yeah, you were asleep by then because I knew you would have said something about this dance, being hand.
We're learning that dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that you've told me that, we're learning that dance. Oh, we are. I'm 100% coming in with that dance. You should all know because I'm going to watch it anyway. You should know it's unavoidable now.
So it got to that point, and then she riled the crowd up into a frenzy, and they're like, "We love you." She fucks up with the family at some point, and then she's like, "I know we'll make this better." No! She likes Travis, but she thinks she's not good enough for him to like her.
Travis Brody.
As Miley. So she dresses up as Hannah Montana.
To win him over.
But then he's saying to Hannah, being like, "I'm in love with Miley. Will I ask her out?"
Oh my God.
So she's like, "What? I'll for you." And so then he asks Miley Stewart out.
Within the same 5 minutes?
Pretty much,
so she Mrs. Doubtfires him.
So she goes up as Hannah Montana, and she's like, "Oh, I think she was..." He's like, "Have you seen her?" "Oh, I think she's at the chicken coop." So she bolts across the farm, takes her clothes off, puts on these overalls, and covers herself quickly in paint. And then she's just like, "Oh, I'm painting the chicken coop." Because that's how they kind of fell in love, by, renovating the chicken coop.
Without being paid with cornbread, they're paid with eggs.
Yeah. That's how it works in Tennessee.
Yeah.
You get paid with eggs.
But you know that Simpsons episode with the hobo who invented Itchy and Scratchy, and they're like, the grandpa recognizes him. He's like, you guys know each other? I gave you a loaf of cornbread to paint my chicken coop, and you never did. That cornbread was lousy. Paint my chicken coop. Paint me. You know, just... And they do that gag again, but it was a hilarious gag. And I've just ruined it for everyone because no one wants to listen to me, you know, quote The Simpsons, even though it was classic Simpsons, which is the funniest thing in the world.
I think at that point I went to bed. But I can guess what happens from here.
Yeah.
She's falling in love with Travis and her. Yes.
He, her.
Yeah, he, her.
Here.
And my guess is the English paparazzi guy has followed her to Tennessee and is like sees her singing and records it.
Because her fucking friend sold her out to him. She was all like, oh yeah, you should go to check out this fucking place, which is our hometown, just being a dick. That annoyed me, that how quick she turned her back.
Yeah. So then, I think he sells her out. Everyone comes and finds out that this is my guess, finds out. And of course, in every movie, the smallest lie makes the love interest freak out.
Of course.
Like, I was me all along. You're like, no, I don't know who you are anymore. So she has to prove herself. Maybe she, I don't know, gives him 100 eggs. I don't know. Stop.
Is that it?
No, that's not what.
Maybe this one?
Stop it, Tommy. He's making rude gestures.
I'm basically implying that she touches this ding-dong. Because she probably does.
Probably touched his D.
Disney ding-dong.
Disney D. D in Disney.
The last two notes.
He puts the D in Disney.
Holla! Oh, man. But, fucking, what was it? Oh, yeah, I had the two notes that I had left that I hadn't read was one of them, it was about her shit friend selling her out at her party within 2 seconds of being pissy.
Yeah.
This is the gig that her friend started at, wasn't it? No, because she goes shopping for shoes and fights Tyra Banks. Yeah,
that was pointless. But I've made a mental note of that. You wouldn't think Tyra Banks would be in a Disney movie, but actually she was in a Disney movie in the 90s with Lindsay Lohan called Life Size, where Lindsay Lohan
has a doll
turns into a person.
I didn't know that was a Lindsay movie. I thought it was like Amanda Bynes or some shit.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Lindsay Lohan.
You're probably right.
Tyra Banks. Oh, I know.
So I haven't seen it. I only ever saw pictures for it on the VHS cover.
I watched it on TV. So yeah, Tyra Banks was randomly in that. And it shows that Hannah Montana's gone off the rails.
And Buzz Lightyear's love interest was Jan Levinson Gould.
What?
Jan from The Office was Billy Ray's love interest.
And we were hoping that she'd sing.
Because we were just saying that we can't see her as anything other than Jan.
Other than Jan, yeah. But I know, like, she fixes a car in the film, and it just shows her, like, you know, she's one of those women that can take care of herself, which Billy Ray is like, damn. I like that in a lady. What? You know?
Yeah. Just that total like, cowabunga, you're a girl.
What?
You can do all these things?
You know, she's probably wearing like a hat and then takes it off and shakes out her hair.
Yeah. Well, no, because she had the mask on. Because she was welding. Yeah.
Jan welding.
Jan the welder. You're the welder of the town? Yeah. I'm sassy too. What?
The sassy welder.
I bet he'll bake around her towards the end of the film. They'll have a thing and he's doing the cooking and she's just cut some firewood or something.
Fixing the tractor. Yeah, topless, chopping wood.
Who is Miley Cyrus's actual mom? Because it's not Brooke Shields.
No, what is it?
No, it's not. Well, it'd be great if it was.
I can Wikipedia.
I hope it's Brooke Shields, but I know it's not.
So
it's just roadie number 206.
It was at that point where I left to go to bed because I felt uncomfortable. Oh, my dad's calling. Hold on. Hello.
Pausington.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so we just had to pause there for a second because Hannah got a phone call from her daddy.
My poppy.
Hannah got a phone call from her daddy. And there was potential subwaying for her, but I don't think that's happening.
I hope it does.
It might happen for you.
Do you know in the Headford, like the Tesco shopping centre, after 5 p.m. all footlongs are €5?
Yes.
Per day.
That's pretty handy.
So her mother is Tish Cyrus.
Who the fuck is Tish Cyrus? Is there a picture of her? Does she have a reality TV show?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'll have a look. But anyway,
does that say died?
No, she's not dead.
No, but her mum.
Ooh, that's possible.
Because Brooke Shields is dead in the movie. They're like, oh, well, if you and your mum is still alive.
I don't know.
No, neither do I. No one knows anymore.
So, what else happened?
Oh, I think we've covered everything that we know.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I'll probably watch another... I'll watch the rest of it tonight or tomorrow and put up...
She's got cartoon eyes.
Is she alive?
I think so.
Alright, well, yeah, I was wrong then. Well, I thought I saw dead on your fucking... on the screen of your phone.
Oh, well, they're not together anymore.
So, their marriage died.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
The marriage died.
Died a sad, sad death. But, yeah, so that was our experience with the Hannah Montana movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was enjoying it. I felt like it was a perfectly awesome tween movie.
Oh, she's a producer. She produced the last song that Miley Cyrus was in.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Anyway,
but yeah,
I don't care now.
But I was really digging it. It seemed to me like it was a perfect
You
example.
fell asleep.
Yeah, I know, but I was tired and a bit drunk, and I'd been eating sandwiches. So like, it's yeah. I was like, this is exactly the sort of tween movie that I'd like to chill out to
I
on
prefer
hungover days.
the Lizzie McGuire movie.
I'd be more on Team Miley for this one. I
Really?
think. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it was the way the plot developed. I think it was the fact that because for some reason I find it more plausible that this girl can live a double life as celebrity and normal than for
Hillary does have a doppelganger in Italy.
Yeah, a rich doppelganger who happens to go missing the weekend where Hillary's there, and she happens to have an amazing singing voice and meets her singing partner at a fountain,
Tries to
at a
dupe her.
touristy fountain. He's a local and he hangs out at a popular tourist fountain where
Probably to pick up chicks.
He's
Foreign girls.
But he's a famous dude, and he acts like he doesn't like attention. So he goes and hangs out at like a massive tourist attraction, like a fuckhead.
Yeah.
And then so that I suppose, and also it was the fact that Miley didn't choose to go home; she got duped, and so it's like, what? She's a fish out of water, and she's from the big city. So like she, all her this famous girl going back and finding her roots, and then meeting Travis Brody, who's catching horses. It's so amazingly shit.
No,
it's terrific.
I think it was 2 under 5 for me.
It was no. See, that's what I think. I'd say the Lizzie McGuire movie got 5.2, and it's not.
Lizzie McGuire got 5.2.
No, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. Well, we make bet. I'm going to say 4.8.
But I reckon it got more than a 5.
Really?
Yep. And I think that Miley wins for being a solid under 5.
Oh, let's see now.
Yeah. Drum rolls, people. Or if you can play a racing game with us to see if you find the answer first. Tell us what time you found the answer.
Okay, and Lizzie McGuire movie got 5.3.
Yes! Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
What did you call?
I said that was going to be over 5, and that's why Miley wins, because she's a solid under 5. And going on your statement earlier, a solid under 5 is what we aim for.
If I rate it and give it like a 2, will that bring down the rating to under 4?
It will bring it down a little, but not under 4. There's too many people involved in it. You have to get a bunch of people to vote it a 2. Or a 1. Why wouldn't you vote it a 1 if you wanted to bring down the numbers?
I don't know.
Yeah, 2, yeah, that's going to be less effective. So you go for the 1.
So what film are we going to do next?
I don't know, but I think we should probably take a break from the pop sensation tween movie. I think we need to do something like a body swap, trapped in a child's body, like Suddenly 30 would be a good one.
13 going on 30.
It was called Suddenly 30 in Australia, I think.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty certain that it had...
That's the worst.
Well, I mean, my favourite one so far is Big. They just call it Big. And
Big is awesome.
Where he gets Big is
it's not a body swap, though.
Well,
it's just him getting older.
It's a Transform movie. It's the same as 13 going on 30. There you go. Or 17 again. It's the exact same thing, but in reverse. Which is, Oh, no, because 13 going on 30 is like Girl Big. And then...
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then because 17 again is where he becomes a teen again. So... but Big's too amazing. I love Big, and I want to do Big as a solo one. I think. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. I love Big.
Big is awesome.
Yeah, Big is a special one. I need to do a very special episode to commemorate Big because Big is amazing. I'm going to stop talking about Big now. How many times have I said Big in the last minute?
A big amount.
A big, big number, bigger than 4.
Yeah.
4.
It's 4. It's 4.
And So, do we have to pick now?
No. We could have suggestions given to us.
Suggestions. Okay, so Giles, Megan, Liam, Ben, John.
Moon, there is no one here.
So, there's someone here, or there isn't someone here.
There isn't.
The dog's just been a dick. But, so all the people I've named, all 4, maybe 5 of you, and anyone else who might be listening.
Yeah.
Danny, if that's your name.
We'd like to stay in the same genre, so under 5s.
Under 5s.
Need apply.
Tween movie. Tween movie. It has to be, preferably with some kind of... No, you know what? I'm not going to specify as far as...
I like made-for-TV films.
Yeah, made-for-TV.
Now, I know Megan is probably going to say Luck of the Irish.
Well, I haven't seen that, so that'd be a good one for me.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
No, there you go. It would be a great one. So we might do that. But still, we'll keep our options open. And so if you want to suggest something, Lansdowne, who might...
What if they suggest nothing?
Bill. That's
Bill.
That might be one of potential. That could be a potential listener. Bill.
Okay.
Shanice.
Shanice. Oh, yeah, I meant to say Brad from the Rock Your Picture Show was in the Miley Cyrus movie. And you only knew him from Spin City.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I was upset by this.
Well, I haven't seen Rocky Horror in ages.
It's wonderful.
It is good. So, yeah, give us... If we get no suggestions, which we probably won't, because...
I suggest Get a Clue with Lindsay Lohan in it. And Alfalfa, all grown up.
Alfalfa. Get a Clue. That's a possible.
Xenon Girl of the 21st Century.
I don't know that one. I mean, I'd be a big fan of, like, Snow Day or Max Keeble's Big Move, because those are...
Snow Day.
That movie's a hoot and a holler. But yeah, so there's plenty of options. We'll take suggestions. Don't give us something weird, because we're just going to ignore it.
Although we do embrace the weird.
Yeah, I know, but we're not going to sit down and eat a bunch of sandwiches and watch a serious weird film.
Oh.
We're going to watch something Disney, made for TV.
Made for TV.
Although I think that all the ones I listed, I think Max Keeble was a cinema one.
Okay, we need to leave them some options.
Yeah. Well, yeah, all right. You can keep the Max Keeble in the thing.
Look, we're under time. We're doing well.
Under time. Yeah, this is great because it means it won't take as long to kind of fucking upload. But, yeah, so I think I'm pretty satisfied to leave it there. How do you feel?
Yeah.
Groovy. All right, so we just had to make sure that we finished it because I didn't want to have a half a show, which it would be hard to kind of come in another time and finish that show. We needed to do it within the 24 hours.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because of how we did the first half as well. Intoxicated and stuff. We would have lost that momentum. Whereas we still had some kind of enthusiasm. And we'd be like, oh, we sound like dickheads. Let's not upload that. So we need to upload it within the next 12 hours, which I will.
The next 12 hours.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've got rehearsals and shit. And then we're going to fuck off and do something else. But then we can come back and I will fucking put everything in the right order.
Okay.
Press all the buttons. And it'll be out there to the world. So if people don't make suggestions, we'll just sit here and cry, or just choose something and do it anyway. And we'll you know what, we should just start recording the show and not uploading it.
What?
Like, you know, the way kids, like, pretend that they're like, oh, it's me. No, never mind. It's like playing TV and stuff. It would just be...
Oh, yeah.
It would make it completely pointless, which would be a whole...
We could do a review of a movie that we make up and just improvise the whole plot.
But we have to do it on VHS and cassette tapes, and then just never show it to the world for like 30 years. Because people will be like, "Why did you do it?" And like,
because. Yeah,
and then, they're like, "But guys, that's you're in your like 20s." Oh, hello, someone's talking to me. We'll find out who that is in a while. I'm not gonna check now. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent here.
Always.
As usual. So I'm gonna leave it there. And Hannah, it's been a pleasure.
As always, Tommy, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And I'll have you again on the show in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my guest, Hannah.
Hi.
Goodbye.
And thank you. Goodbye.
There we are. And I've been Tommy. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Should I say like a like and share thing?
No.
Okay. And yeah, I hope to have you listening next time. Later, nerds.
Bye. Eat. I said eat last time.
Okay. I did an outro.
Oh.